गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। सर्वं खल्विदमेवाहं नान्यदस्ति सनातनम् सर्वं खल्विदमेवाहं नान्यदस्ति सनातनम् सर्वं खल्विदमेवाहं नान्यदस्ति सनातनम्। Let's do the dhyana shloka. Just scroll down. Arunam karunatarangitakshim. It's just below that. Yes. Arunam karunatarangitakshim. Dhratapaşankusapushpabanachapam. Animadhibhiravrutam mayukhaihi. Ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. Okay, let's go to our shlokas. Please click that shloka document, Surya or Akshaya. We need to go down to 120 verse, 20th verse, somewhere there. Go slow. Yes. Okay, we'll start from 118. We did last week. Mahaniya Dayamurti Mahasamrajyashalini Atmavidya Mahavidya Shri Vidya Kamasevita Shri Shodashakshari Vidya Trikota Kamakotika Kataksha Kinkari Bhuta Kamala Koti Sevita. Then we also did next verses. Shirasthita Chandranibha Phalasthendradanuh Prabha Hridayasthara Viprakhya Trikonantara Deepika. Right? So we did till there. What these verses said was, Amma is the greatest, she is the Mahaniya, but she is all compassionate towards us. So she is very close to us. We can talk to her, we can be very free like a friend, and she fulfills all our desires. And she rules the whole Samrajya, Mahasamrajya. The whole cosmos is ruled by her. She is the greatest knowledge, Mahavidya, because she gives the knowledge of our own self. Atma Vidya she gives. Right? And she is worshipped by everybody who have desires, Kama Sevita. So she fulfills everything we want. She does that. And Amma's mantra is Shodashakshari. 16-lettered mantra is the mantra to connect with Amma. So every mantra is to connect to particular devata. So we can't see the forms, right? So how we can be in touch with that devata, how we can interact, it is through the mantra. The mantra is the connection, link, which can bridge ourselves with the divine. So Sri Shodashakshari Vidya Trikota Kamakotika. So the mantra has 3 kutas. Vagbhavakutam, Kamarajakutam and Shaktikutam. And Amma's Kataksham, her blessings are just pouring, and every, like a Kamala, like the Lakshmi Devi, all the riches are fulfilled. Anything we desire is just given. All other devatas also are like kinkaras, means whatever Amma orders, all other devatas will just give those things to us. If Saraswati Devi will just give us knowledge, Lakshmi Devi will give wealth, some other devata will give physical strength, all those things. So they are like servants to Amma. All other devatas are listening to Amma. Whatever Amma says, go do, give my disciple, my devotee this thing, she needs this help here. So the particular devata will go and help out. So like the kinkaris, all other devatas work. And Amma is in our body also. Amma is located in the Mooladhara chakra. So from Mooladhara to Sahasrara, there is that Kundalini Shakti, the energy flowing continuously. So it is in 3 places, especially. So Shirasthita we saw, that is on top, Sahasrara chakra. Chandranibha Palasthendra, that is connected to Agnya chakra. Okay, and Hridayastha is the heart chakra, Anahata chakra. And Trikonantara Deepika. So in that triangle, in the 3 parts, Amma is the center. Antara means the center of all the energies. So whatever 3 energies, only 3 energies are there in this whole universe, right? That is why Amma is Tripura Sundari. So the 3 energies that we see are physically as a radiant energies are the sun, moon and fire energy. Okay, they are the Shaktis. In a way, they help us to rule our own body, mind and intelligence. Okay, when we connect to ourselves, those 3 energies are nothing but our body, mind and intelligence. Okay, so fire is the energy to speak, energy to sun. Lord Sun is the intelligence, and also buddhi. So intelligence is Lord Sun, mind is moon, and Vak Shakti is the fire energy. So the 3 in this whole cosmos, in the world, within our body, whatever is happening is all ruled by Amma. That is the gist, right? Next we'll go to new verses today. No, up only Nana. 121 second part, Dakshayani. After Hridayastha, Raviprakhya, Trikonantara Deepika. So Amma is like the Deepika, the center. Trikona Antara Deepika. She is the central Deepika, the light, who can illuminate all the other lights. The other 3 lights are illuminated by the center Amma, who is the Deepika. Okay. Now let's see. Next verse. Who would like to chant with me? Okay, Sitara. Let's do. Dakshayani.
Dakshayani, Dakshayani,
Daityahantri.
Daityahantri, Daityahantri,
Dakshayani Daityahantri.
Dakshayani, Daityahantri, Dakshayani, Daityahantri,
Dakshayagna.
Dakshayagna, Dakshayagna,
Vinashini.
Vinashini, Vinashini,
Dakshayagna Vinashini.
Dakshayagna Vinashini, Dakshayagna Vinashini,
Dakshayani Daityahantri.
Dakshayani Daityahantri, Dakshayani Daityahantri,
Daksha Yajna Vinashini.
दक्षयज्ञविनाशिनी दक्षयज्ञविनाशिनी
Good. Dharandolita.
दरान्दोलित दरान्दोलित
Dirghakshi.
दीर्घाक्षी दीर्घाक्षी
Dharandolita Dirghakshi.
दरान्दोलित दीर्घाक्षी दरान्दोलित दीर्घाक्षी
Daraha.
दरहा दरहा
Daraha Sojwala.
दरहा सोज्वल दरहा सोज्वल
Daraha Sojwalanmukhi.
दरहा सोज्वलन्मुखी दरहा सोज्वलन्मुखी
Very good, Nana. Darandolita Dirghakshi.
दरान्दोलित दीर्घाक्षी दरान्दोलित दीर्घाक्षी
Daraha Sojwalanmukhi.
दरहा सोज्वलन्मुखी दरहा सोज्वलन्मुखी
Nice. Well, we'll stop here. Let us see what these verses say. So, can you open the pictures document, Nana? Surya? I think it will be little difficult to trace the picture. It's okay, we'll leave it. So this talks about the story of Daksha Prajapati. Okay, good. Just go little 4-5 pages below. Yes, she is the Sati Devi. Okay, she is the daughter of Daksha Prajapati. So he is the Daksha is the Prajapati. Prajapati means who is capable of increasing the Praja. Praja is all the people. The Jana, all the Praja means all, everybody. He progeny, he can increase the number of people and it continues. The creation continues. So that is his job. So Daksha has that capability. Now, Amma is Dakshayani. So Amma came in the form of Daksha Prajapati's daughter. How she came? Once Daksha Prajapati, he is the son of Lord Brahma. Okay, and Lord Daksha Prajapati, he goes and asks Brahma, how can I do the creation like that? Then Brahma says him, okay, now you need energy, right? For doing any work, we need energy. So now you have the task of increasing the progeny, creation. So you need energy. So you pray to the Shakti Devata only. That is Amma. So pray to Shakti, Goddess Shakti, and you can then know how to create. Then Daksha Prajapati prays to Goddess Shakti, Amma, and then he gains the capability, energy, and Goddess herself comes to him as his daughter. So she is born as Sati Devi. And then what happens as she is growing slowly? He feels she's my daughter only. He forgets everything that she is that Shakti Amma, because of whom he got the energy to do the creation. He forgets everything and he takes very lightly that she is just my daughter, and he neglects. He wants to do whatever he wants. But Sati Devi initially itself, she had told, she tells Daksha Prajapati that I want to marry Lord Shiva only. In the beginning itself she tells. But Daksha then later what he gets the negative feeling towards Lord Shiva. Slowly he develops like that, because Daksha is like creation, right? And Shiva is like dissolution. So they are completely opposite. Hmm? And so he doesn't have good relationship or feeling towards Lord Shiva. Hmm? Daksha always feels I am the great. He doesn't want Shiva to be, Lord Shiva is the highest, right? So he doesn't want to agree that. Once what happens, even there will be an assembly where all gods and goddesses, they all meet and they also have discussions. So in that meeting also, when Daksha Prajapati comes, enters the meeting, he expects everybody to stand up and wish him. But everybody stands, but then two people won't stand in the assembly. They are Lord Shiva and Brahma. So Daksha looks at both of them. Okay, Brahma is not standing. It's okay. He's my dad only. He forgives. He doesn't mind. But then when Lord Shiva doesn't stand and wishes, Daksha gets very angry. Why like that? Shiva is not standing and wishing. He doesn't have any respect towards me. So all that negative, he has complete negative feelings towards Lord Shiva. So that is the character of Daksha. And Sati Devi always wants Lord Shiva. So she is always, so in the beginning itself, she had told Daksha that I want to marry Lord Shiva only. So once even Daksha, he arranges Swayamvaram, like where the Sati Devi can see different bridegrooms who are eligible to be married to Sati Devi. But then he doesn't call Lord Shiva. He is not invited because Daksha doesn't want Sati Devi to be married to Lord Shiva. Hmm? So then at that time also, Sati Devi, she just thinks of Lord Shiva and puts the garland in the air. So everywhere Lord Shiva is there, right? He is everywhere. So Shiva, the garland directly reaches Lord Shiva and they both are connected. Hmm? So Sati Devi always wants to be with Shiva. Shakti is, Shiva Shakti are always together, right? So they are one. But Daksha doesn't want Lord Shiva to be connected to Sati Devi. So now Dakshayani Daitya Hantri. Daitya means all negative feelings. Daityas are the Rakshasas, all the demons. So Amma, now who is Daitya? The one, can you guess? Who is Daitya? Who are demons?
Asuras.
Asuras, correct.
Yeah.
Who are all Asuras?
They take
They take what?
energy.
They grab our energies, correct. So all the negative feelings that we have, negative emotions, anger, greediness, and the greatest enemy is our ego, which we always think that I am doing, I am great. So Daksha has that ego. Daksha represents that ego. He always feels I am great. Everybody should wish me, everybody should greet me. I am the great, and he does yajna also once. Daksha Yajnam it is called, where he invites all the gods, but he won't invite Lord Shiva because he has so much ego. He doesn't want Lord Shiva to be invited. So that ego is the greatest enemy. So the Daksha represents that ego. So Amma, when that ego is there, all other feelings we will have, all the other negative feelings. Wherever we have ego, now I am great, I am doing this, then we also have that the dual feeling, right? I am there and others are there. So when we see duality everywhere, we get jealousy. They are doing good, they are better than me. we feel greediness. I also should have that. If somebody says something, we get angry. So when there is that duality, we get all the negative feelings. So first enemy is ego, and from ego we get all so many other enemies. So Amma comes Daksha Yagna Vinasini. First she comes as Dakshayani and she removes all the Daityas. She completely destroyed, because in the Daksha Yagna, the Yagna doesn't complete, because Lord Shiva comes as Veerabhadra and it is all smashed. Everything is destroyed. The Yagnam doesn't continue because again in the story, Narada informs about this Daksha Yagnam is happening. That Narada goes and tells Lord Shiva, do you know there is a Daksha Yagna? Daksha is doing a Yagna, great ritual, and he didn't invite you. Then Lord Shiva says, it's okay, he doesn't mind. Whoever does whatever, I don't care. He will be meditating. Then Narada finds nothing is happening. So he goes and tells Sati Devi, his wife. Then she gets angry. Huh? My husband, Daksha, my dad did not invite. He's doing such a big ritual and he did not invite my husband Shiva, because she always wants Lord Shiva to be given respect. Then she goes to, though Daksha did not invite them, Sati Devi goes to the ritual place. She goes to Daksha's place, and she didn't go to just attend the ritual and the function, but she actually went to destroy everything. She doesn't want that birth where her husband is not given respect, and she doesn't even want that name now as Dakshayani, because Daksha is not respecting her husband. So that's why she completely want to get rid of this name Dakshayani. So she, in the fire pit, the ritual where it is happening, she just gives her own life. She just enters into the fire. So like that, she doesn't want her name to be Dakshayani anymore. That's why she again takes birth as Parvati Devi later. So Dakshayani Daityahantri. So she removed all the Daityas, all the others, all the demons, whoever are attending there. Even all other gods also, many gods would have attended there. They are all also, because they participated and they did not do anything for Lord Shiva, right? To stop or to invite Shiva. They all nicely came and they were attending the ritual. So they are also considered negative only. So everything is smashed. She is Daitya Hantri. The ego and everything that arises from the ego, everything is destroyed. That is the Daksha Yagna. And she removed, that's why she is called Daitya Hantri. Hantri means kills. So Amma is Dakshayani, Daitya Hantri, the one who killed all the demons. Daitya Hantri, Daksha Yagna, so Vinashini. So she completely destroyed. Vinasha means again destroyed. So Daksha Yagna Vinasini. Next, what is the verse? Dakshayani Daityahantri Dakshayagna Vinasini Darandolita Dirghakshi. So Dara means small, little bit opening. Dara means small opening. Andolita means moving. Dirga Akshi. So Amma's Akshi is, what is Akshi? We have seen many times. Aksha or ice. Dirga Akshi. Kamakshi, right? Meenakshi, Visalakshi. So Amma is always honored and praised for her eyes. Amma's eyes that compassionate looks. That is the Amma's beauty. Beauty is in the eyes, right? Amma is so compassionate, and her eyes are very much praised by all the devotees also. So many hymns and poems are there based on Amma's eyes and her compassion. So how Amma's eyes are? Dirga. So they can go however far. It's not like Amma is somewhere. So whenever we remember Amma, she is right there. And her radiance and her glory is always there. And Dara Andolita. Amma's eyes are slightly open and always moving, very alert, where my devotee needs my compassion and my showering of blessings. So whoever needs whatever, she is ready there and available to that devotee. Dara Andolita Dirghakshi, Daraha Sojwalanmukhi. And her smile is also, Amma's smile is also so great, and we all like, right, smiling devatas. If some devatas features are not good, we won't buy such statues also. When we buy idols of devatas and devis, we look for smiling face, smiling eyes, that lively. So Amma is always smiling. And how she is smiling? Daraha Sojwalan Mukhi. Very gentle. Not like how Rakshasas, Ravana and all, they are shown, ha ha ha. Not like that. Very gentle. Dara means little. Ha Sojwalan Mukhi. So very, though smiling gently, Ujwalan Mukhi. It is radiating. The whole face, Mukhi. The whole face is radiating. And it represents she is so pleasant and smiling, which means she is always compassionate towards us. She is always showering her blessings for us. That is Daraha Sojwalanmukhi. So Amma's eyes and smile are referred here. Do we have time? Shall we continue? Or no, we will do these two verses. Next time we'll see. Other. So wait one second. So Darandolita Dirghakshi Daraha Sochwalan Mukhi. So Amma is always available for us to bless us and fulfill all our wishes. And she removes the greatest enemy, the ego, and all the other enemies that come along with the ego. Right? Let us do together these two verses. Dakshayani Daityahantri Dakshayajnavinashini Darandolita-dirghakshi Daraha Sojwalanmukhi. Okay. Who would like to chant individually? Surya.
दाक्षायणी दैत्यहन्त्री दक्षयज्ञविनाशिनी दरान्दोलितदीर्घाक्षी दराहासोज्ज्वलन्मुखी Guru.
Good. Nice. Anybody else? Sitara is ready. Okay, Sitara.
दाक्षायणी दैत्यहन्त्री दक्षयज्ञविनाशिनी दारन्दोलितदीर्घाक्षी दरहासोज्ज्वलन्मुखी.
Nice. Okay, Akshaya.
दाक्षायणी दैत्यहन्त्री दक्षयज्ञविलासिनी दरान्दोलितदीर्घाक्षी दराहासोज्ज्वलन्मुखी.
Wow, great. Nice.
Thank you, Auntie.
Anybody else? Okay, any questions in the story or these two verses?
Clear, auntie.
Clear. So Daksha is the capability, and the Daksha Prajapati, he feels that I am capable, that I is the problem. That we have to understand and connect to ourselves always. So these stories all represent how we can improve ourselves. So we should always remember the higher divine, the Amma or God, whatever name we give. That is the one who is making us do things. Because of their grace and blessings, I am able to do. That we should never forget. Okay, that is the lesson for us. Okay, let's do the final prayers. LS Shloka document. Akshaya, you want to say something? Your hand is raised. Oh, no.
Oh, sorry, auntie. If you
It's
can,
okay.
I raise my hand to speak.
Okay, no problem. Let's do the final prayers. अन्नपूर्णे सदा पूर्णे शङ्करः प्राणवल्लभे ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थं भिक्षां देहि च पार्वती सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बिके गौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम्